get back to that championship level. And what a matchup we got for you here. Momentum has been building each week, and these two teams have arrived at this big collision, each undefeated. As we'll see the number 13 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Huskies will kick it away to start us off. The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They're going to run it. Running with purpose. An exciting spin move, but doesn't produce much of a gain.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
They look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. Defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
And he lofts one deep over the middle. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, you have all week to kind of find the matchups that you want. They clearly wanted to go after this defensive back. They looked at it, first drive of the game. They make the throw. It's just a poor decision, in my opinion, by this quarterback, and it cost him.
And he will be stuffed for no gain. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Quick throw to his receiver. The pass is intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity. Bang, they throw an interception right back. So everything is even. We can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Defense is coming after him. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
The Huskers line up with a first and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Let's see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Sam Van Cunningham, Bo Jackson. That's a play that legendary running backs have made.
And let's not forget Herschel Walker. Yeah, it's right. You're thinking of old school running backs. It's very rare to see backs go up and over at the goal lines. Refreshing. Nice to see.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
That's caught. It's Watkins. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. On the return, it's Burns. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Really love how the defensive coordinator here is able to get that linebacker free and come up with a sack. Think about Washington over the years out in the Pac-10 and now the Pac-12. One thing you could always think about was great linebacker play, great safety play.
Going for a big play downfield. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Across the 40. Past the 20. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
And the quarterback will just sneak it here. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. And the PAT is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Number 16, set to kick it off.
We'll call for the fair catch here. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They start the drive with a good throw to the right. Second effort, their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Ball handed off. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. The QB throws his third pick of the day. And he's got some open field ahead. Past the 20. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Washington. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
Washington 14, Nebraska 7.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. Breaking free at the 35. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
That is a first down. Good job by this big offensive line and this running back to be able to pick up positive yards. How often have we said that over the years with backs and offensive line play from Nebraska?
Looking to scramble. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Can he take it all the way? Touchdown, Huskies. And the defense joins the party with a pick-6. And now they'll set up for the point after. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Washington 21, Nebraska 7.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Short pass finds the tight end. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Washington 21, Nebraska 7.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Snags a good throw. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. They stop him, but it's a first down.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
The Cornhuskers will have 1st and 10 here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
He's moving out of the pocket. The senior calls his own number, picks up the first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, to keep this drive moving.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Oh, look at the quick cut. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. Extra point try coming now. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Nebraska 14.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Washington offense heads back out on the field. little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Trying to create here on the move, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Breaking free at the 35. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
The game makes it second and medium. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Oh, and the keeper slashing through the defense, enough for a first down. And the Huskies are moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Hit as he released it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. So after the incompletion, it's second down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. It's intercepted. The defense sniffed out the screen pass. He's got some room and some blockers here. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers. That is a game-changing play by this defense.
Well, game-changing. The momentum now is on their side. They've got confidence that they can finish this game off and get a win. If they do, we're going to remember this play right here.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick-6. And they recover from that right now. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Incompletion sets up a second down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Direct snap to the back. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Fourth down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going. The Huskies come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Makes a quick catch. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. That one hurts. Smacks him up 10 yards. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And he drops back in the gun. He's moving out of the pocket now. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Look out. He's got some space. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, that's his 3rd interception in this game alone. If he's going to stay in this game, he's got to do a better job of protecting the football.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First down. Looking to throw the football. We pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick, or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping him out of the end zone.
And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. And the Huskies looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. So with the PAT, they take a 7-point lead, 28-21. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. And he fields it inside the 15. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play, but give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to throw it deep. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot. Here's another interception. We're losing track. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the 1st half. Minute's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Washington, 28. Nebraska, 21.
The Cornhuskers will kick this deep to begin the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
They'll try to run it with the option. He'll toss it to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a 1st down. Textbook execution on the option.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. The sure hands. It's Mung. tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Great conversion here for this Washington offense and another first down. And I tell you, this guy's living up to the expectations of a Washington quarterback. They've had some great play out of that position over the years.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
Good catch just past the first down line to allow the drive to continue. It's a nice play by the quarterback and wide receiver there.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Now it's third and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. The kick is short, and now he's going to try to make something happen here. Refusing to be brought down.
Oh, came so close here. I'll tell you, it's a great job here by the head coach having the return team out there on the field. Just in case this field goal was short, they had a guy back and a chance to return it for big yards. They got the big yards, just not quite able to take it to the house.
Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The pocket breaking down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But, man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
On third down, he drops to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. And the Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up. A running play called on fourth down. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no-man's land depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
He's brought down at the 8-yard line.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. An inside deal now from the shotgun. And he's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
On 3rd down, it's a handoff. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. This offense cannot be stopped.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This should be the last play of the quarter. Here comes a handoff. And the defense gets him behind the line as time expires in the 3rd period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Makes a quick grab. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, and you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? Gets into space at the 50. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. Wow, juke the first tackler. That was enough to make the 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Touchdown, Nebraska. They jump in front here in the 4th. But they try to add to the lead now in the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
35, Washington, 28.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. When he's got some space here. Gets some blocks. Can he make it? They can't catch him. Touchdown. We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked so natural back there. As far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go. And then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching it.
They'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Looking to throw it on first down. It's a quick grab. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loses 1. Brings up 2nd down.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Trying to extend the play. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the Washington offense retakes the field here. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. And he goes down after a huge gain. What a play for this offense. The spark they needed. 1st and 10 now for the offense. And that's the 2-minute warning here as we set up for a close, dramatic finish to this one. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Ball handed off. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their 1st timeout. 1st and goal, clock winding down. A great chance for this offense to get a go-ahead score. Around the end, it's Watkins. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Huskies. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead.
What a thing of beauty by this offense to put that go-ahead score up on the board. The quarterback played with tremendous composure when the game was on the line. Now we'll see if his own defense can hold on to this lead.
42, Nebraska, 35.
That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. And it comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. Oh, would have been a game-clinching interception. Couldn't hold on. Brings up 2nd down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.